Hi Libra, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.TarotbyAnisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Librans, it's a month of eclipses, both lunar as well as solar. We have Lunar Eclipse, which is there on the 7th, and on the 21st we have the solar eclipse. Of course, depending on which part of your chart the eclipses are aspecting, the change will be required. Now, eclipses carry the signature of change, and they shake us up, they turn us around and ask us to adapt to the changing conditions. And the house in which the eclipse falls, it also shows us areas of our life in which we are being asked to grow beyond what we have previously known. And we also have eclipses bring about old patterns, things that have been repetitive, either challenging or toxic, and that is something that we need to be changing by transforming ourselves. It takes a lot of courage to put your voice and choices out there and be vulnerable and for the world to judge us, but it also is something that you can do, Librans. It's something that you need to be taking in control. It's something that you need to be accepting, and you need to be bringing about that change. So stand at the center, stand close to your friends, stand close to people who love you and are there for you, and make choices from your deepest, truest values. Let's have a look as to where the eclipses are placed for you. On the 7th we have a lunar eclipse, and for you it is there in the house in which your ruling planet Venus rules. That is a house of love, relationships. It's a house of creativity, children. Now it's quite a lovely aspect. For some of you it's like coming a full circle. Something is coming to an end. In certain cases it could be a creative project, maybe something that you have been really loved doing for the longest of time, and you're just putting your finishing touches to it. Maybe a book is finishing, maybe you've been writing on a piece of a poetry that is coming to you're just sort of editing that bit of it now. It's something that you've loved doing, you've enjoyed doing. In certain cases, it could be that there's a challenging relationship that is coming to an end, and this really won't come as a surprise to you, Librans. It is something that you have seen it coming, you've tried to work on it, and it's a time where there is just an acceptance and an understanding that you really can't do much about it. In certain cases, however, the relationship deepens more. There is more of an acceptance of the partner, of yourself, of understanding that this is who you are and this is what you can really give, and this is who your partner is and this is what they are capable of really giving. At times we tend to get upset with people because they're not giving us a specific reaction or a response that we feel in our minds is the correct one. Now, if someone is not capable of that depth or of that intensity, it doesn't mean that the person loves you any lesser, but maybe it is not coming in the form that you are conditioned to receiving, or you are convinced that you should be receiving it in a particular way. So you need to be understanding, and there is going to be an acceptance of that, of accepting your partner, of who they are, and saying, it may not be in the exact foil or wrapper that I may want it to be, but I embrace it, I accept it. On the 13th we have Mercury that is going retrograde in a part of your chart that is behind the scenes. It's a house of spirituality. It's a place where we go and recharge our emotional batteries, and Mercury is quite happy being out here, and I think it's quite a lovely time because it's a time to contemplate. It's a time to go really inside and look at maybe things that have been not been working out, could have been bothering you. It's a time wherein that you may be looking at your patterns and saying, I need to be changing this. Maybe this is something that has not really been holding me in good stead. Maybe for the longest I have had, say for example, you could be feeling, for the longest I've had the fear of relationships, and I get close to them but I can't commit. So this is something that you will, Mercury retrograde will sort of allow you to rework, to retweak, relook at your patterns and say that no, I need to be changing, I need to be moving it with some kind of a risk, because there are no guarantees. We have no guarantees. I mean, people in all honesty want to be there for us, people who care for us, but that's life. So you need to be really going with the flow, you need to be having your you need to be trusting also yourself, and that space that you can take care of yourself, that you are taken care of as well. Try and be a little careful about your speech a little bit, and try and not sort of travel around this time. Just that Mercury retrograde just tends to throw everything off gear. On the 21st, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your groups of people and networking. So Librans, you're going to love it. You love entertaining and you love being asked out. So a lot of happy moments with friends, a lot of entertaining, a lot of networking, a lot of socializing. You're somebody whom people will be seeking out. You're going to be meeting large groups of people who share similar hobbies, similar likes, goals in mind. So it's going to be a wonderful time. On the 23rd, we have Sun that again comes in this house of behind the scenes spirituality, and Sun is going to be bringing about a lot of courage. Maybe things in your subconscious, maybe things that have not got healed. This has to do with your past, and it's a time wherein that Sun is giving you the courage to look within and heal and say it's okay, it's all right. You could have been through a really bad patch, but that's over and it's behind you, and it's a time to sort of heal and have that courage to be vulnerable again. So allow yourself that, Librans. On the 27th, finally, we have your ruling planet Venus that is joining Mars in the solar eclipse that is there in your house of groups of friends and people with whom you connect with. And lovely placement, because Mars is going to be making you quite ambitious. You're going to be quite happy talking, dealing with people, networking, sharing your ideas, contributing, drawing literally everyone to you, where people want to know what you're thinking, your ideas, share their knowledge. So and Venus is going to be making it all very easy. The energy is going to be of a good camaraderie. So you're going to feel quite wonderful, quite accepted, quite a part of the entire group, wherein that you relate and you gel quite well with them. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.